Hello guys, it's me Ziyamis Qureshi once again with you people with another important video. I hope you have cleared up your concept till the last video contents we have discussed, and now in this lesson we are going to discuss further topics, and I hope it will be very beneficial for you. So the first thing we are going to discuss in this lesson, it's about data, and we are going to discuss types of data in research. So these two topics, it's a single topic we can say, but it's very important. You can say it's a hot topic these days, as every single business depends upon data, and even in the field of research, data is the most crucial thing. So let's move ahead. If we talk about data, so what is a data? A data is an unorganized set of values, but it's a general perspective. But in the field of statistics, we are talking about data which is organized. We collect data in raw form, we can say, and then we organize it to convert it into some information. And then when it becomes useful, we analyze it to get the meaning out of it. So data is very much important, but the first thing is to convert it, to arrange it, to organize it into some information so that we can get our benefit out of it. So I hope it's clear to you. Now there are some categories of data. We can say the data can be categorized into three forms. The first one is on the basis of time and entities. What do you mean by time? It means the data, some data types are depending upon the time, upon the factor of time, and some data types are depending upon the factor of entities. Entities can be any subject, any individual, or anyone from whom we are collecting the data. So there are four types in this regard, called cross-sectional data, time series data, pool data, and panel data. Let's discuss these types. Cross-sectional data. A cross-sectional data is a data which is collected by different entities. Like there are so many different subjects from whom we collected data, but in a single piece of time, in a single period of time. The time period remains same. Data is collected from different entities. This kind of data is known as cross-sectional data. Like if we want to collect data of 100 students uh, in the year 2023 regarding their educational performance, their academic performance. So this kind of data is known as cross-sectional data. Now, if we talk about time series data, the name itself gives the meaning time series. It means that the data is collected by a single entity, but in different periods of time. So if you want to analyze somebody's academic performance, or if you want to analyze some company's profitability, so we will take data from the same company, but in different periods of time. Like if you want to uh, analyze some student's performance, so we will take his or her data in different periods of time. Entity will remain same, but time period will be more than one. If you talk about pool data contains both the characteristics of cross-sectional data and time series data. It means entities will be more than one and time period of data collection will be more than one. Like collecting data of university students regarding their academics for the last 5 years. So that kind of data is known as pool data. Another type of data is panel data, which is, and most of the people say that it's synonymous to pool data, but there is a minor difference. And the difference is that whenever we collect data in pool data form, so every time the entities will be different. But in panel data, we will take more than one entities in different period of time for data collection, but every period of time we will take the same four entities. For example, if I take three countries A, B, C, or four countries, any number of countries, uh, and I collect data from them in 2021, 2022, 2023, and so on to analyze their economic situation, to compare their economic, to analyze their economic situation. So all every time I collect data, I will take only those countries. Like if I name them A, B, C, and D, so every time the data will be collected from those A, B, and A, B, C, and D countries. So entities will be different, will be more than one, but they will remain same every time the data is collected. So that's the difference between panel data and pooled data. I hope it's clear to you now. Now let's talk about the another categorization. If we categorize data on the basis of nature, then there are two types. Qualitative data, which is expressed in terms of facts, like text, textual form, characters. But on the other hand, we have quantitative data, which is expressed in terms of numbers, numeric values. Qualitative data is flexible, and quantitative data is some kind of concrete type. So we have two further types of qualitative and quantitative data. If we talk about the qualitative data, we have two types, subtypes we can say, nominal data and ordinal data. Nominal data means if data is expressed in terms of groups or categories. If I classify students in terms of their class sections, class A, class B, class C, class D, so this is categorization. And if I categorize students, such kind of data is known as nominal data. Like if I take um, sample of 100 people and I categorize them into male and female, that would be nominal data. So categorizing data on the basis of different things like income level or gender or some sections or something like this is called nominal data. And if we order, if the any data expresses order or rank, like if I take students' performance and I say that I assign some ranks or grades like students who got 70 to 79 marks out of 100, they are given a grade of A, and students who got 60 to 69 marks out of 100, they are given a grade of B. So it means I am uh, assigning ranks to the data. This type of known as data is known as ordinal data. Ordinal itself defines its meaning, ordinal order. So please don't forget that. Now if we talk about the quantitative subtypes, so there are two subtypes of quantitative data, discrete data and continuous data. So discrete data is a data which expresses only specific events or entities which we can count, like we can easily count the number of books in a library. So any data which we can easily count is known as discrete data. And continuous data, any data which is expressed in terms of uh, continuation. For example, if we express any value which lies within some range and where the variable keeps on changing with time, that is known as continuous data. For example, if we want to express age or height of people, so age and height both they keep on changing with time, and they lie somewhere within some range. So this kind of data is known as continuous data. Now, the third categorization of data, it's on the basis of sources. So we have two sources primary source, secondary source. If we collect data, if we generate data by ourselves, and this type of data, it is some sort of data which uh, is used by oneself. For example, if I have written a book, so it's a fresh data, first hand data, and I am the first user of this data. So this data will be my primary data. Primary means prior, first. For example, if I've written some article or some paper or some book, then it will be a primary data for me. But on the other hand, if we talk about magazines, newspaper, article, if I read some magazine, if I get data from some newspaper, then this kind of data is known as secondary data, because these are secondary sources. The data is already used or witnessed by somebody else. So such kind of data is known as secondary data. So I hope that you have got a clear understanding about each and everything. Uh, See you in the next video with some useful content. Uh, if you like this video, so please like it and share it. And if you want to watch further videos, so you may subscribe it. See you in the next lesson. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.